This is a little bit in your face, but if you think you need to pay off your debt before you go full-time in your RV, then enjoy your cubicle life. Do you have to be debt-free to RV? This is the truth about debt and full-time RV living. I'm Tom, and this is EnjoyTheJourney.Life. And here's the deal. I'm on this beautiful hike here in Sedona. It's like sunset, and I promised this video to some people out there that I would expand upon this idea. I made a previous video a few months ago I'm calling BS, and this is one of the subjects that was brought up, and I will link to that video below. But there are a lot of people out there, some gurus giving a lot of advice about how debt is a bad thing. Now, I'm not going to argue for debt as a good thing, but it shouldn't be handcuffs like a lot of people treat it. The plain fact is there's a definition problem. Debt is not the problem, it's what you think about debt as being the problem. For example, when people say you need to pay off debt before you go out full-time RV living, then they are maybe assuming that you're just going to be vacationing and not doing anything for income. That's not what this channel is all about. Our channel is about doing it now, but also continuing to earn a living, continuing to work. When you get out of your apartment or you sell your house and buy an RV, it's not that much different. I mean, it is different, but when you think about it, an RV payment is not much different than a rent or a mortgage payment. Hopefully it's a lot less, and maybe you can pay cash for your RV. The idea is to have a smaller footprint. I mean, you certainly don't have to, but a smaller footprint, a smaller budget. And does it matter if you have some debt? I mean, debt is just a payment. And now if you're coming out here to retire, then, I mean, the fewer obligations you have, the better. But debt is simply another payment like fuel, groceries, electricity, and as long as you have the budget for that to make that payment, don't get so tied up in this idea that you must be debt-free. We've heard from so many people that feel like they have got to spend 5, 10 or more years paying down debt first. We had several people make comments on I'm Calling BS video that said having debt was a reason to go full-time in your RV because of all the savings that you can have. And it really depends on what kind of a setup you have. I mean, you can buy a $5,000 RV or you can buy a $500,000 RV. You can pay cash, you can use credit or debt to finance that. So it really depends on what you do. The bottom line is you have to decide what's right for you and your budget, what kind of income that you're going to make on the road, and what kind of a payment you can afford. And that's going to be totally up to you. Don't let somebody else's programs, beliefs, the idea for this world has to be a certain way. There are a lot of RV YouTube channels out there and a lot of different advice from financial gurus saying this or that, but ultimately you have to make the decision, and so you decide what's right for you. One thing I want you to consider is the idea of certainty, that some people feel like their job is going to last forever and that there isn't a possibility of downsizing or something happening. Maybe you get sick or the loss of a relationship, whatever the case may be, that the truth is that there isn't a lot of certainty in this world. and why we advocate for living the life of your dreams now, whether that's full-time in an RV, part-time, or traveling the world, whatever that looks like for you. The reason we advocate for that is because you don't know when life is going to change or stop. Maybe you won't be able to travel in the future. So can it be done with debt? Absolutely. Now, if you want to wait and pay off debt before you go full-time, that's fine. Be okay with that decision. There's nothing wrong with that decision. If you have a plan to actually pay off your debt really quickly, maybe a couple of years, and you're going to get out there and you're happy with that plan, then by all means, stick to that plan. But just because that's the plan that's right for you doesn't mean it's the right plan for everyone. And I'm going to talk about goals at the end of this video. So bottom line, the future is promised to no one. We don't know how long we're going to be living or be able to get out there and enjoy. There are so many stories out there of people saving for retirement, scrimping and saving, only to retire and get sick and not be able to travel and do all the things that they want to do. And you can do both. You can get out here, you can find new work, new opportunities to make an income, or continue your current job. It's very possible to do that. So if you are wondering what's possible out here on the road as far as income opportunities, work opportunities, I actually do have a quick start guide that you can get. All you have to do is subscribe to our email list, and about weekly we send out emails, and there will be a link in there to download that quick start guide PDF. I would be happy to send that to you. There's a bunch of ideas in there, and we also made a video about how we afford the full-time RV. I will put that in the description as well. So what can you do right now to start planning for full-time RVing and making stuff happen? You can actually start paying down your debt. Yes, I said it, and I'm not advocating for debt, and I hope you didn't hear that in this video. Debt-free is obviously a better choice than having lots of debt. Just don't let it stop you from doing what you want. Get rid of excess stuff. Start downsizing. Go through your house. Put everything in your house on trial for its life. Do you really need to have that? If you're going to go full-time in an RV or a van, then you're not going to have room for all that stuff. And you can sell that stuff and pay down, you guessed it, some more debt. And you can start saving. Save for that down payment on an RV, or start an emergency fund. It's very important to have an emergency fund of at least 3 to 6 months is what I would recommend. What is an emergency fund? It's basically enough cash in the bank that if you had no income coming in, that you could make your regular bill payments and buy food and that kind of stuff. And that emergency fund does not have to be in a bank account. It can be in any kind of account, savings, whatever, that you can access fairly quickly if you need it without some kind of penalty. Stop watching so much news. Don't get so influenced by social media. There are all these attention-grabbing headlines out there like, do you have too much debt? And America's debt problem and all of that. If you're focusing on your debt, you're focusing on the problem. Instead, have some positive goals, not goals like, I want to be debt-free. I want to be out of debt. If you're thinking about debt, you're just going to attract more debt. Once you go negative on debt, that's stress, and stress can kill you. So don't go negative on debt. Have it be part of the solution of what you want to accomplish in life. Have goals like, I'm so happy I'm paying cash for my used or new RV in 2019. Have positive goals like that. I'm so happy I have $10,000 in the bank. Whatever that looks like for you. Once you see progress on your goals, you start paying down some debt, you start building up a savings account for an emergency fund, you're going to build momentum. That's going to inspire you to do more. And with momentum, you can make your goals and your dreams, your desires possible. Just got to do a little pan here. The beautiful Sedona area. I am on the Bell Rock hike just outside of Oak Creek Village, and the sun is going down. Just beautiful here. So if you think you need to pay off your debt before you go full-time in an RV, then look who is out here now with debt, and look at where you are if you're not out there in an RV or living the life of your dreams. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like our videos, subscribe, hit that little bell notification, and comment below. What did you think of this video? What do you think about debt and full-time RV living? We'd like to hear what you have to say. And from the Red Rocks of Sedona, Arizona, we will say goodbye and see you in the next video. By the way, what do you think of the new Mountain Tribe shirt here? Tom's Mountain Tribe. Which tribe are you on? Are you on the Mountain Tribe, like me? Or are you on the Beach Tribe with Cherie? And there's a link below to where you can get your own printed t-shirt, hoodies, whatever. Got several different printed options, so check those out in the description below. Oh, I say I'm halfway up Bell Rock. Wow, what a climb. It's middle of December and I'm sweating. Short sleeve shirt on. It's like, it's late too. Almost 5 o'clock. Whew.